One common misconception I come across, and indeed that I've had to wrestle with myself on a personal level, is this idea that mindfulness and a meditation practice is somehow meant to be pleasant, or is meant to bring you some sort of automatic relief, or that you're meant to feel immediately better or happy afterwards. And that oftentimes isn't the case, and indeed isn't the point of mindfulness nor of meditation. And this is something that a lot of people seem to struggle with, and hence the reason they throw away their practice so quickly, because they assume because they don't feel better or because difficult feelings crop up that they must be doing something wrong. And the reality is the entire practice is all about accepting the moment for what it is, good, bad, or indifferent, and being able to sit with it, as opposed to trying to find some pleasant alternative to escape from it, which oftentimes I think is where we get things a little bit skewed in our mind. And as I said, I wrestled with this one for a long time. I assumed that by being more mindful, my life was going to be a better place. However, the reality is it's not necessarily going to be a better place. It's not necessarily going to be any different. It's just that you're going to be more conscious. You're going to be more aware of what it is that you're experiencing, both on an internal and an external level. And you're going to be able to make more definitive decisions as to what your behavior or what your resulting thoughts should be, as opposed to things happening at a very passive level, at a very automated level. And that doesn't necessarily mean that these are going to be good decisions, or that any decision is going to be made. Maybe you just have to sit with acceptance. Maybe there is nothing that you can change, and that's part of the meditation, and that's part of the mindfulness, relinquishing control over the situation. So again, if you're starting up a mindfulness or a meditative practice, or indeed if you're getting frustrated with the one that you already have in place because you feel like you're not seeing these insane results in your overall happiness or satisfaction with life, then maybe revisit what it is that you're hoping to achieve. But I suppose the basis of the practice is being more in the moment, whether it be a good moment or a bad moment, being more conscious, being more awake. And the more conscious you are, the more equipped you will be to make the right decisions, good, bad, or indifferent. And the more content you will be with the decision making practice, because it's something that you have done with awareness. So, you'll have teased out all the eventualities, and you will have come to the conclusion which you felt was most rational and most logical at the time, as opposed to being driven from a very subconscious emotional level, not really knowing why you do certain things. It also helps us, the practice helps us to deal with some of the stronger, more intense negative emotions. Oftentimes when we experience intense anger or sadness, our first protocol is, Jesus, I want to get away from this. I want to run. I want to escape. And that doesn't help us resolve the issue in question, nor does it help us process the emotion. So when we have a mindfulness or a meditative practice, we can use it to help us sit with the awareness of what we are experiencing in the here and now, whether that be good or bad, learning to accept it, and then teasing it out, exploring what it is that it is actually telling us about our past or about our current situation, exploring what we can do differently in a very rational and logical manner. And I suppose this is what they talk about when they refer to wise mind, which is kind of an in-between your logical and rational side of thinking and your very emotive side of thinking. So getting that middle ground, experiencing the emotion, honouring it, and then applying a little bit of logic to it so that it doesn't kind of overwhelm you completely and you end up making these very rash, hasty decisions that aren't going to be beneficial. So that's just some thoughts on how your mindfulness and your meditation should serve you on a day-to-day basis. If you find yourself very frustrated with trying to put this sort of practice in place, or if you find you really sit difficultly with acceptance or being able to explore your emotions, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie. You'll also catch me on my YouTube channel, which is called Fiona Feely. Lots of content there looking at mental and emotional health and ways in which you can improve your overall fulfillment of life. Talk to you again soon.